Hi everyone, my name is Angie and I'm going to talk about my community of Billings, Montana. Billings is located right here on the map. The population is about 108,869 people, and of that population, the males are 48.7%, females 51.3%. So there's more females than there is males in Billings. The average age is about 38.8 years old. Montana average is about 40 years old. So I just wanted to show you where I'm located in the United States on the map. So here is Billings and the northwestern part of the United States. So I wanted to talk about the races in Billings, Montana. This is based on information in 2017. So as you can see, the majority of the races in Montana, Billings, Montana, is white, about 85.6%, followed by Hispanics of 6%, Native Americans 3.8 in Billings, two or more races 3.1, Black 0.9, and Asian 0.7. So to talk a little bit about the percentage of residents that are living in poverty, this is based in 2017 information. 9.5% for white non-Hispanic residents, 19.1% for Black, 14.7% for Hispanic, and 30% for Native Americans. So we border reservations, the Crow Reservation as well as the Cheyenne reservations. For every 10,000 people that live in Billings, 33% are homeless, and of those, 57% are male, and 43% are female. So I wanted to show you pictures of some of the areas in Billings that have a high poverty rate. So this is the north side of Billings, and right here's a picture of one of the houses I took. This picture is actually a apartment building. I apologize for it being so blurry, but that's just kind of what a little bit of the neighborhood looks like. I've already pulled up this website for the sake of time. So this is the neighborhood task force areas of Billings. So this is a map of Billings. So this is the north side of Billings. Right down here in this area is the downtown part of Billings. So I work in this area of Billings, and then I live here in the west end of Billings. There's actually less crime in the west end of Billings. So some of the resources that we have for the homeless, I took a picture of the Montana Rescue Mission, and this is the men's shelter. There's a men's and a women's shelter. And then this here is the hub, and this is where the homeless can find resources for help. I wanted to show you what the resource Notepad is that we have for people living in Billings. So this is the Notepad that people can take to find some help for different places in Billings that they can go for some help. So there's a lot of different communities that actually help people that are struggling in Billings. So as you can see, 53 resources that people can go to. So the crime rate in Billings, and this is based on 2018 information, the majority of the crimes are theft, followed by auto thefts. So according to research of Montana and other state lists, there's 493 registered sex offenders that live in Billings. So of that, 224 to 1. We have full-time law enforcement employees based on 2018 information, including police officers, so 148 officers. So per 1,000 residents here, there's about 1.34 officers. Education and Billings. So this is a picture of Rocky Mountain, one of the buildings. It's absolutely beautiful. So of the population, 25 years and older, there's a high school graduation rate of 92.6. Billings School District number 2 enrolls about 16,000 students. There's elementary schools, there's 2 private schools, and then there's also 7 colleges. Formal institutions such as Billings Clinic. Here's a picture of the big clinic. So the most common is healthcare, and Billings Clinic has about 4,200 employees. And then St. B's, St. John's is a nursing home area, followed by postal workers and Walmart employees. Some of the industries that are offered in Billings is the 3 big oil refineries. This is Phillips 66 refinery, and there's ExxonMobil and Cenex. There's 2 major railroads, Burlington Northern and Montana Rail Link. And Billings is nicknamed the Magic City because of its rapid railroad growth in 1882. I thought that was pretty interesting. This is a Burlington Northern train. There's churches in Billings. There's 164 congregations in Billings. This is Faith Chapel, a really big church. It's non-denominational Christian church, began in 1977. Lots of different entertainment. There's 47 parks, so it's amazing. Montana Fair is every year, and then we have the Metro that's about 12,000, will hold 12,000 people. Here's another map of Billings. So this here is what Billings looks like, pretty spread out. So is this a good community? So I went through the key elements of Billings being a good community. Safety, as far as that, we do have a high crime rate, and natural disasters, fires are the biggest. We have goods and services from free food to high-priced meals in Billings. There are projects that come together and bind people, like Faith Chapel, for example, offers free auto mechanic services. Values and goods. When COVID came, there's a lot of members that spent time and money to get children lunches. It's a large community here in Billings, but personally, I think with my interaction, I'm seen as a whole person in this community, not just as a counselor. Predictability, it's really hard to say. I mean, we went from locking our doors to not locking our doors to locking our doors. So it's recognized over 100,000 people. So unless you have an important role, it's difficult to be recognized. There's so many different opportunities for places of worship, food, places of work, entertainment, homogeneity. There's neighborhoods. And in the bigger areas, there is diversity. It's known for having like farmers and ranchers as primary. And then with Billings being urban, their culture that create healthy diversity. So is it a good community? So in my opinion, I think it's how you perceive the community. So if you focus on the negative, it depends if you focus on the negative or positive effects. So you can look at the crime rate and label Billings as bad, or you can focus on the positive qualities like diversity and services provided. My personal opinion is that it is a good community, but the thing is I've engaged and sought out the resources and the people that's going to benefit myself and my family. And improvements that I would make would be to reduce the crime rate here in Billings. I really hope that you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. Here's my references. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thank you. Have a good day.